It's my workshop, for lack of a better term. This is currently a 2-car garage / storage bin. I'm standing on the steps to my house. That's my garbage. Don't look at it too much. We're just doing some house cleaning. My coffee cup, paper towel. So anyway, what we're doing is we are going to be converting this 2-car garage into a workshop. So you're welcome to join me on the journey because it's going to be a long one. Anyway, let's see, start where we are. Got a table. It's an old door. Thought might as well. Solid core door. Might as well repurpose it. Got the miter saw. Got a bunch of my stuff on there. And yeah, as you can see, I'm horrible at putting things back where they belong. We'll cover that in a second. Gardening supplies, because we had a lot of that to do. Shop vac. Box of chemicals for gardening. What have you. I've got a ton of plywood storage right back there to make the rest of the cabinets and stuff that I need. We've got a 2 horsepower vacuum, air duster, suction thingy from King to help pull the sawdust from the rest of my tools. Again, we'll cover that in a bit. Wallet clamps, most of them from my father. He no longer uses them. So I thought, what the hell? We'll bring them in and use them for oddball things. I got some other clamps downstairs and some pipe clamps, the rest of it. My kids' bikes. They don't ride them anymore. They are driving now. My bike, I think the tires are still inflated. And up here, you can see a window, great daylight. And I'll show you the ceiling. And we'll go all the way across. And that is to power or run the cables for that sucker. So, got a 200 amp service into the house. That's a 60 amp drop panel to run the 20 amp circuits for the table saw, the jointer, and a bunch of 15 amp circuits that I never had in the garage before. There's my air compressor, stack of cedar. You can see I've got a seeds and some other stuff I got to get sorted out here. My table saw. I love the table saw. Just wish I could use it some more, and that's coming up. It's a Harvey. Those of you that know, you know, I don't buy SawStop. Couldn't afford it. That price here in Canada is just way too much money. Let's see what else we got. We got the pipe clamps in the corner. 6 foot length. Got to build those yet. Central vac. We used to clean the house. And then plywood storage. Well, what everyone seems to be calling the YouTubes. Cutoff storage. And I have a ton of cutoffs. Some shelving material. All sorts of stuff in there. See what else do we have? We've got a bunch of gardening supplies and some crap for my son. He still has to load it back up. We have an old door table. The hollow core door. My dad made this probably 40 some odd years ago. That's a floor drain you see. So when it gets, vehicles are parked in here in the winter time, and I've got heated floors for the garage. What would happen is the snow would melt and had no place to go and freeze the garage door shut. Recycle bins, compost bin you saw earlier, boop, just in case. And let's see, we got a blower, we've got paper, we've got a DeWalt planer, we've got a brand new shop vac, we've got all sorts of toys and stuff in here. And yeah, Sawzall, painting trays, some stains, some paint, all sorts of stuff in there. And the problem is that that's a cabinet I made. There's another cabinet I made, but you see it's got some holes in there. It's where the drawers are supposed to go. Guess what's not in there? The drawers. And so that's going to be the plywood you saw in the corner earlier. There's my bandsaw. Again, more stuff. Yes, that's a Festool container. Yeah, saw in there because I do not cut plywood by myself. 4x8 sheets on a table saw. No thanks. Again, another cabinet, bunch of chemicals. So I'll have to find a home. And here we have down there a bunch of toolboxes, and those are filled with tools that are supposed to be going in those drawers at some point. That point has now come. Let's see what else we got up here. I've got a painter. You really can't see that because of the reflection. Yeah, so that's a non-pneumatic painter. I've got some other stuff up here for automotive stuff. I've got pipe clamps up there, some 10-footers, bunch of sanding discs, and a bucket load of jars. And this was my old system. Was taking the old shelving material and covered in melamine chipboard, awesome stuff, and then just putting it onto the wall with a bunch of hanger clamps and load it up. It's not as good as you would think. Actually, maybe it is as good as you would think. Here's a container or rolling stand my dad made, and it's just got a bunch of screws and bolts and stuff inside of it. Here, you move the ladder. Little step stool is an awesome machinist vise. I got some hand saws. Those have to find a home. I got some levels. Let's see what I got over here. We got my jointer, 8-inch, nice long in-bed, out-bed. I think my cat's meowing. I've got some more lumber, cords, brushes, pneumatic cable, chest of drawers. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here that needs to get organized. So this is my first video, as awesome as it isn't, and figured I'd start something new. It's a second career, second path, documenting what I'm doing, what have you. So that's the little stand I made. It lays down on the ground and forces the plywood to lean back against the wall. Unfortunately, when you do that over time, you introduce a curve into it. So that's currently back there, and you can probably, maybe you can, maybe not. Can't really see it. So anyway, yeah, I know you're not supposed to do this for a video. Move it around an awful lot, but hey, it is what it is, and it's what I've got to work with. And we've got to organize this and take it from this heap where I've got my work boots. You really can't see it, but there's spider webs near them, and that's awesome. No one loves anything more than spider webs near your boots, so it has to be vacuum cleaned. Yeah, it's lots of fun. I've got drill bits everywhere. I've got chemicals and gloves and glue out the wazoo. Let's see what we got back here. We got some Titebond. We got some more painting up there. We've got more sanding discs and belts, drop cloths, garbage bags. You name it, it's in here. I just have to finish building it, because in there is supposed to go a middle cabinet and hopefully have some lights on it to put the saw station, chop saw. And they're awesome. However, what I did not realize when I bought this is that with the arms on the back means that base is going to be significantly too far out from the corner, or from the wall, sorry. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go ahead and manage that one yet. I got to figure that out. If push comes to shove, I have a small 10-inch versus my big 12-inch. So yeah, that's also a sliding compound miter saw, which is, there we go, maybe aim the camera at it, which is awesome, except for the fact that it's there and it's really big. And it's good for where it's at, but have a saw station built, not so much. I have gardening equipment in here. I've got all my straight edges. I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here that I need to get sorted out. And it's going to be a fun time. Got a couple things I got to clean up in the garage first. Is down here, those little bugger ants have found their way into my garage. And from here, they have found their way into my house, which really sucks. So this is going to require vacuum cleaning and then caulking or silicone or something to seal it so these little bastards can't come through. I got to pull that out of the video. And let's see what else we got. A little rolling cart. I got a bunch of trim material. I got some ash, maple, and walnut down there, currently drying. Has been for several years, even though it was dried beforehand. It's still drying and acclimating to the garage, soon to be shop. So yeah, you're welcome to join me on my journey, I guess, for lack of a better term, as to what exactly is going to be taking place. It'll be a series of videos that I'm looking at putting together just so my kids have something they can go, yes, my dad, what an idiot, and see where it gets me. And yeah, thanks for hanging out.